here. I'm here. Sorry, a little bit late, but I am here. And yeah, exactly. Anyone asking why we aren't watching the other matches, because the Twitter vote was in favor of Inter versus Borussia Monchengladbach. I'm okay with that because I like to watch Borussia Monchengladbach. Hard to say the same for Inter all the time. Sometimes they're good, sometimes they're bad. But welcome to this stream, this democratic stream once again. You guys vote. I do what you say, just like how we always seem to switch matches in the second half if it's really, really boring in the one that we're watching. So hopefully this will be a very entertaining match all the way through, just like Real Madrid versus Shakhtar was. And even Salzburg versus Lokomotiv, from what I saw of it, it looked pretty good. Salzburg looking good out there, man. But yeah. What do you mean no audio? Yeah, there's audio. How dare you, Dennis? How dare you? Anyways, yes. Let's take a quick look at the lineups here. The lineups say Jan Sommer, Leiner, Jansk, Ginter and Vents at the back. Valentin Lazaro, the guy who scored that scorpion kick. Christoph Kramer, Florian Neuhaus. And then up front is Alisson Plea, love it, Lars Stindl, and Marcus Thuram for Borussia Monchengladbach. That's going to be a very, very, very nice attack. And then for Inter, of course in goal we have Samir Handanovic. At the back we have Bastoni, Stefan De Vrij, and Milan Skriniar. Ashley Young and Matteo Darmian, United, Manchester United, out there. We got a few United players out there, don't we? Former United players, because Lukaku is up front with Lautaro, of course. And then in the middle, we have Gagliardini, who played extremely well this weekend against Sassuolo, Marcelo Brozovic, and Nicolo Barella. It's a do or die. It's a do or die for Inter. They have to win. I mean, after what happened in the last match, with Shakhtar beating Real Madrid 2-0, Borussia Mönchengladbach just need, if they win this match, they're through. And they would also eliminate Inter, I believe. So the power is in their hands. The power truly is in their hands. Oh my God, we got some donations right off the rip. Trey Edwards, I think you should do a What's Wrong with Real Madrid video. I definitely could consider doing that, Trey. Because it's looking rough out there, isn't it? Seems like there's more problems than initially thought. Thank you for that donation, though, man. I appreciate you. And then we have Joseph Ramos. Says, ISO boom, Zidane is an absolute fraud. He gets number 2. Thank you for that donation, Joseph. And then, of course, Mo, Zach. Number 3, playing as a fullback or a center back. Not sure what you prefer there, Zach. Saying, hey, Daddy Adrian. What's up, everyone? Thank you for joining me. I appreciate you. Whoa, wrong way, wrong way. There we go. That's a little more centered now. Now we can see. Is it Zidane or the player's fault? That's a really good question. I think it's probably... I don't think you can place all the blame on one or the other. But it certainly seems like the players aren't doing so hot. That's for sure. Here we go. Borussia Mönchengladbach to get us started here. Die Fohlen. Very excited for this one. We got the iced coffee back. Zach, we got the iced coffee back, my friend. Need some energy for this game. Last week I was very low energy in that watch-along, and I apologize to you guys for that. But this week... I'm ready for this. I'm ready. Even though Inter sometimes bores me to tears, I am ready for this one. Thank you, Rodrigo. That means a lot. The only way Real would pass is alongside Shakhtar, which in case Gladbach need to lose 2 last matches. Yeah, exactly. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy. If Gladbach win this game, Inter gone, Conte failing in Europe once again. But then if Inter win this match, it's going to go right to the final match day, and it's going to be a very, very wild ride. Because it will be Inter versus Shakhtar, I believe. Real Madrid versus Gladbach. Playa with a nice foul there. Suleiman, hey, man, we're filling out this starting 11 fast. Already on number 4. Suleiman, my guy, asks, would you rather be in Europa or 8-2? I I think I'd rather be in Europa than lose 8-2 in the quarterfinals of the Champions League when you're supposed to be one of the powers of Europe and you get absolutely humbled by another power of Europe, you know? I think I'd rather be in the Europa League at that point. That's assuming you play well in the Europa League and you have a chance at winning it. But thank you for that that donation and that question, Suleiman. I'm only here to hear Gladbach. Tip of the cap to Gladbach, my friend. Marcus Thuram, let's see what kind of magic he can create. Last time, Gladbach came so close to beating Inter. So close to beating Real Madrid. They could have been so far ahead in this group. But they've gotten better and better. Ooh, there's a slip. Lautaro tries to release Darmian down that right side. People say that I look just like him. Do I agree? I don't know. Somewhat. Maybe. MD Zawadul Karim says, hot take, it would be more embarrassing for Real to play in the UEL than finish last and crash out of Europe altogether. Thoughts? I don't know about that. I don't know. I think that I would much rather play in the Euro. I don't know. Personally, I'd rather play in the Europa League than crash out completely. Finishing bottom of your group, respect to all of the other teams in this group, but the stature of Real Madrid, the history of Real Madrid, the team that they have available to them, what this team has achieved, what this manager has achieved, finishing bottom of their group is inexcusable to me. Finishing third, also inexcusable to me, but better than, bottom of your group. That's crazy. Ibrahim, what's up, man? Yes, you ask me that every single stream, I think. Do I remember you? I do remember you, man. Thanks for joining me once again. Muzai Records. He's back. And he's in the starting 11. Number 5. Ooh. Love that. Muzai Records. And he says, Shakhtar Smackdown. Great Schalke video, by the way. Thank you. Thank you. That's Schalke crisis. Just seems to keep on going, doesn't it? It's just getting worse and worse for Schalke. You hate to see it. You hate to see it for a club like that. For such a well-supported club. Second most supported club in Germany. More members than Borussia Dortmund. Second only to Bayern Munich. It's crazy. The state that they're in. Trey Edwards says, finish last is a sackable offense for Real. Yeah, I'd be interested to see. Put the live tracker thing on. Mabi. Thank you, Zach. There you go. Is that good? Yes, that's good. Yeah, finishing last. It's the kind of thing where if Zidane was sacked, would you be all that surprised if they finish bottom of their group? And with the form that they're in domestically, they're floating further and further away from first place in La Liga. Henry Miranda, nice hat, Adrian. Where can I get one? You can get one on rabonatv.com/shop, my friend. Available in dark green or black. Darmian down that right flank. That's the second time. Good ball into the box. Lautaro blocked. Ooh. Very good opportunity there for Inter via Lautaro Martinez. Darmian played really well against Sassuolo on the weekend. And it looks like he's continuing it this weekend. Side netting from Lautaro now. Two very good opportunities there. Well defended by Borussia Monchengladbach, but this is a better start from Inter, that's for sure. Oh, double block by Stefan Leiner, actually. Very good start to this match, actually. Both teams showing that they want to win it. Gladbach obviously want to make it through to the next round. They can guarantee so here. Let's just hope for their sake, or if you were them, you would hope that they aren't, a little too urgent going forward. Oh, it was Jansch, by the way, that blocked it, not Stefan Leiner. My bad. Still can't understand how Pochettino still isn't appointed by any club. Yeah, it's getting crazy. It makes you wonder if he's holding out for one team in particular that he wants to go to, because him, Ralf Rangnick floating around, Maurizio Sarri's floating around. Joseph Ramos with another donation. Thank you, man. With Sociedad and Atleti on the rise, is there a power shift now in Spain? I think what we're seeing is just the rest of the, if you want to call it, supporting cast in Spain, the supporting cast of like strong teams, is just getting better again. Look at Villarreal. They've improved so much. Real Sociedad, as you said, are looking stunning under Imanol. Really exciting team that they have there. Atletico Madrid, that final piece of the puzzle that Simeone couldn't figure out in the last couple seasons, the offense, it looks like it's starting to click now. So, yeah, happy to see it. Plus, I mean, like I always say, like a lot of people always say, actually, football is cyclical. So what goes up must come down and back up again. And that's the case for Real Madrid and Barcelona right now. Teams that don't plan for the future very well, that'll happen to you, Muzai Record says, have Borussia been dominant? No, not necessarily. Inter has had a couple of good opportunities through Lautaro. What am I saying? But other than that, it's been sort of a midfield battle at the middle of the park. And yeah, that's another one, is Allegri that's floating around as well. Can you please as a side guide to your website? Yeah, I got you, Riyadh. Thanks. I'll make sure to do that. Good pass from Lukaku. Lautaro down the middle. Oh, that's a good professional foul there from Lars Stindl. He's going to get a yellow for that, though. Riyadh, I answered you already, man. I will add a size guide. What does the money we donate get spent on? It goes towards me being able to make a living on YouTube. And the content to continue, improving the content, getting guests on like I have been lately, stuff like that. Improving the equipment that I use, all sorts of stuff. Packer fan says, would we see an Asian roots of the rivalry? Yeah, I've done one actually. I did one on the Kolkata derby out of India between Mohan Bagan and East Bengal. Goes towards the Mike Havenar prayer fund also. Mike Havenar, what a guy. Is it a bad take to say Inter Milan's transfer business in the last two windows has been appalling, says Joseph Ramos. Appalling, maybe not entirely appalling, but there's been some hits and there's been some big misses as well. Christian Eriksen is a notable one. Like, what's going to happen with that dude? What is going to happen with that dude? Where is he going to end up? Do you think he's going to go back to the Premier League? There's talks of him going to Arsenal. Is that who Arsenal really needs? Arsenal certainly needs someone, that's for sure. Aaron Eckner, will you make a video about Turkish derbies? They're always so heated. I did do one, actually. I did a Roots of the Rivalry for a Turkish derby. Go check it out, my friend. And Trey Edwards with the donation. Thank you again, my friend. You think you can do a Manchester derby for the Roots of the Rivalry video they play next week? I mean, I need to look into that one, because if the only interesting aspect is just that there are two teams in Manchester, I don't know that it will make for much of an interesting video. But I mean, I guess there's always an angle that you can take. I think maybe I want to look into Manchester United versus Leeds more, but we'll see. Jorge Rodriguez, hey, thank you for the donation. Jorge, you're in 6th. And he says Pochettino or Allegri to replace Zidane. I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if that happens if they finish last in their group and don't even make it into the Europa League. I'd be interested to see if them falling into the Europa League would be enough for them, and if they continue to sort of struggle domestically. Conte, it's like a cup final. Also, Conte starts Gagliardini, says Mithoko ZC. Yeah, I mean, Gagliardini did quite well against Sassuolo. He's had a few good performances this season, I've thought. Even though he is sort of a meme amongst the Inter Milan fan base, isn't he? Much love from Berlin, says Soren. Hey, thank you, Soren. Berlin is one of the top cities I want to visit. Atalanta 1-0 down. How? That's crazy. Ibrahim, I might make a video on AC Milan. Yeah. Mob Squad, what's up? Road to Dawn. Thank you for the donation, bro. Number 7. Lucky number 7 is Road to Dawn. And he says, are Atletico the favorites to win La Liga? I think if you had to pick someone in this moment based off of current form, absolutely, then I think that Atletico would be the favorites. Respect, obviously, to Real Sociedad. Unfortunately, they don't really have the same sort of pedigree. Oh, here's Lukaku with a great attack down the right-hand side. Lautaro at the back post. Lukaku all the way out to Ashley Young. The strike. Ooh, just goes wide. But yeah, respect to Real Sociedad. They don't have the sort of recent pedigree that Atletico do. And you just wonder if they can continue this great form that they're in. That would be amazing. I would really welcome Real Sociedad as champions. You know, going back to last season when I kept on always calling them the future champs. We've been back in Real Sociedad for a while here at Rabona TV. But I think if I personally had to pick, I would go with Atletico right now. Varela, back post, away by Monchengladbach, who've defended fairly well for the most part. That left flank is where Inter are really focusing a lot of their attention. Left flank of Gladbach, the right of Inter, sorry. Who's the most threatening player in the match? Probably. Is it crazy to say Darmian down that right flank? No, it's probably been Lautaro. It's probably been Lautaro. He's come the closest to scoring. Ooh, Lukaku. Good touches from Lukaku. Ball wide to Darmian, and he scored! What is it crazy to say Darmian? Oh my god, he has actually done it. He's actually done it. I guess it's not crazy to say it's been Darmian, has it? Beautiful. Beautiful. Inter have scored. Inter trying to stay alive in Europe. Right through the legs of Jan Sommer. Adrian scored. Matteo Darmian. What a player. Matteo Adrian. You were just talking him. 1-0 to Inter. The Pokemart. Come on, Inter. Make the final group stage match day a must win. Or a must watch, sorry. Yeah, it could be very interesting if this result holds. If Inter win this match, oh my god. Have you done an American Roots of the Rivalry? I have not done that yet, Angel. Free kick here for Borussia Monchengladbach. Trying to get back into this match. Is Hakimi on? No, he is not. Darmian down the right. Ashley Young down the left. Here we go. Free kick. Lars Stindl to take. Oscar Wendt to take it in, actually. Oh. Adrian earned the undying respect of Inter fans. Here we go. Another donation. Sam Marshall, my friend. Number 8. Our box-to-box midfielder is Samuel Marshall. Thank you for that donation. And he says, I feel Zidane is one loss away from being sacked. Also, what's happening to my boys Atalanta? They've become very easy to score against as of late. Yeah, it's confusing and sad to see what's going on at Atalanta because they're such a promising team. I mean, they could always turn it up. They're not exactly the fastest starters. Oh, Darmian again. Oh, he almost played Lautaro through. Is that a penalty or a dive from Lautaro? Calling a dive from Lautaro and a yellow card. But yeah, Atalanta could yet turn this around. We'll see. We'll see. But it's not like they've been doing excellent in the attack either lately. Good tackle. Good tackle by Neuhaus. Adrian, quick. Otamendi or Lovren for Benfica? I'd take Lovren. Any day. Any day. Do you think PSG stick with Tuchel or go for someone else like a Pochettino? I think if PSG get eliminated from the Champions League, I think that's it for Tuchel. I think that will be it for him. Darmian, the most dangerous player out there. Heard it here first. With a beard as patchy as mine. Attaboy, Darmian. He truly is my brother. Gladbach. Let's see it. Let's see what Marco Rose can cook up at halftime here. Josiah Asante, WTF, PSG will not lose to Man U. I mean, they've done it for the last 2 matches. So, it's definitely a possibility. Work your voodoo again. Predict what's going to happen next. Oof. Next, Lukaku's going to score, I bet. Which team is your favorite? Benfica. Not CFR Cluj, although everyone thinks so. Why would they think that, I wonder? Oh, Lukaku now. Nicolo Barella forward. Lukaku stepping around 3 players. And a ball deep for Lautaro. Cut back for Barella over the bar. Good play from Inter, though. Looking a lot better. Lukaku, Lautaro, wide to Darmian, the danger man. Darmian, the danger man. Sounds good. Barella, chip to the back post. Gagliardini, no, cannot get a strike on goal. Thoughts on the game so far? Ask Andrew Costa. It's been a really good game. This is a much better Inter that we saw last week. Last week was difficult to watch. This is much better, sort of coinciding with what they did this past weekend against Sassuolo, a very good team. So, yeah, this is much better from Conte's Inter. Mr. Darkrai, thank you for the donation, man. Once again. Mr. Darkrai, 100. He says, what do you think of Victor Osimhen? In my opinion, crucial for Napoli's startup. Yeah, they absolutely need him. He was really fun to watch at Lille. He's one of those players that has the physical side. It seems like he has everything in a striker. You know, he has the physical side, he has the power, he has the skill on the ball. He has it all, it seems like. Yeah, I really like him. I need to see more of him at Napoli. Napoli's one of those teams where I feel like I'm always having to watch someone else instead of them. I wish that I could see them more often. But I did enjoy their match against Roma this weekend, which, you know, they obviously destroyed Roma 4-0. So that was great. But yeah, I think that he's one of those players that you can build your attack around. With Dries Mertens getting on in age, though, I mean, he still looks good out there. He's the future for them. Will they be able to hang on to him? I don't know. It's one of those things where you feel like if Real Madrid or another team is in the market for a striker, which they probably won't be for a while because of COVID, Osimhen is one of the players that everyone's going to start looking towards as an alternative, you know, to all the teams that can't afford a Haaland or an Mbappe or what have you in the attack. They're going to look at like Victor Osimhen or unfortunately Darwin Nunez from Benfica and those kinds of players. Wait, where's Miguel? Miguel is busy, but he's going to be here soon. Whoa, a lot of comments. Benfica got robbed and vandalized. Man City took Ruben Dias and add insult to injury, give him Otamendi. Yeah, I do feel disrespected, Joseph. Otamendi is so bad. So bad. It's crazy how bad he's become. Or he's just a double agent and he's on the payroll of Pinto da Costa from FC Porto still. Oscar Wendt. Ooh, way over the bar. Aaron Amdi. What's up, man? Hey, Miguel. He's back. He is back. Or, I mean, I guess he is here. He just arrived. Yusuf, if Inter win this match and go on to beat Shakhtar as well and Gladbach beat Real, Real will be bottom of the group. It's going to be a wild finish, which is next week, I believe, right? Did João Felix score? Hey, he did it. Atta boy. Oh no. Nicolo Barella is down. Eli Garay isn't with Valencia anymore, so but we could send Otamendi back there for free. I'd be okay with that. No problem. I'd rather Ferro start ahead of Otamendi. So much would prefer that. Barella is back. 27 minutes here. The match has cooled off a bit from how it started, but it's all good. Oh, and Steve is going to start meowing for food. It's about that time. I don't know if you heard that. Inter moving the ball quite well. Gladbach trying to hit them with the press. Lukaku's been distributing the ball really well today, hasn't he? Mo Luther, what do you think is wrong at Arsenal? I'm confused. Adrian Arteta was supposed to be the guy. Maybe I'll do a video on that. Maybe I'm trying to work something out here. Oh, Chris, ask you. Whoa, let me just add you to the ticker at the bottom here. Number 10, our midfield maestro is Chris in the starting 11 here. What do you think of Carlos Vinicius from his time at Benfica? Was hoping a spotlight video will come out, but it never did. Love your content. Come on, you Spurs, he says. I think that for the most part, a lot of people at Benfica have love for Carlos Vinicius. Was he the most incredible player? I mean, his finishing was incredible for the most part, but I found that outside of the box, he lacked a little bit. Sometimes his passing was a bit off, though. For the most part, his combination play is decent. When he was on form, it seemed like he couldn't stop scoring. But then when he went quiet, he didn't add as much to our overall team play that our managers were demanding. We like for someone to, or both of our managers, just watching Turam go down the wing here, get absolutely snuffed, or can he beat them? Oh, he gets fouled. Wins a free kick. A lot of our managers have demanded that our strikers are the first defender. And I think Carlos Vinicius maybe didn't do that enough for Jorge Jesus's liking or something. I don't know what it was. I don't know why we let him go, to be honest with you. If I had the choice between him or Seferovic, I'd choose Carlos Vinicius every single time. So I'm not sure what we were doing there. Yeah. Overall, sad to see him go if it does become permanent. Was happy to see him score a couple of goals. Was it last week in the Europa League? But yeah. Oh, Lars Stindl, wide. Thank you so much for that donation. By the way, Chris, really appreciate it. Defensive striker? What are you talking about? Bozak. Are you talking about Mr. Mourinho? Ooh. Close from Monchengladbach. Miguel says Vinny has godlike finishing, but he kind of lacks everything else. Though I do love him, his finishing makes up for the rest, and he won't shy away in big games, unlike other lads. Yeah, I mean he. It's weird when it comes to Vinny. I like don't have a super strong opinion on him. When he was scoring, it was great because he was, scoring a lot of goals and he was getting a few assists as well. But I found that outside of the box, he lacked a little bit, which, I mean, sometimes, as much as I hamper on him, sometimes Seferovic I found was a little bit better outside of the box and combining with players and stuff like that. Now, of course, people will, bring up Seferovic's poor dribbling at times, but he's a decent passer. Almost a better winger. Good ball from Lukaku. Lautaro. Good block by Ginter. Oh, Lautaro again. Saved by Jan Sommer. Whew. Looks like Cavani is getting a suspension, says Zach. Yeah, he used the that infamous word that Luis Suarez used. Lautaro, you'd expect him to be finishing that. Just low and hard, baby. Low and hard to that far post, and it's a goal. Don't know why, but Seferovic is a player that annoys me. Oh, me too. He drives me insane. Inside the box, ugh, God. One of the worst strikers you'll ever watch. But outside of the box, when it comes, to pressing, when it comes to combining with players, he's decent. It wasn't the same word. You should know better. Oof. Can Inter get another? AVB sacked in the morning. Oof. Still 10 minutes left in this one. Oof. Close from Borussia Monchengladbach. As a Latino, the word Cavani uses more affectionate than disrespectful, but still shows the perception of being of a higher class. He meant nothing bad by it, but should know better. Yeah, it's again Gladbach going forward. Turam, it's opening up a bit for them now. Turam, oh, low save by Handanovic. Actually, Deval, I don't think Cavani had malice. Suarez did, but then again, Suarez got an 8-match ban for what he did. Yep. I remember back in the day that Suarez tried to say that he said what Cavani said, but then the match report said something else, and so he got an 8-match ban for it. So at least they have actual proof that Cavani said, you know, what he did, because there was a screenshot of it. Oh, hoofed forward. This Inter counter is looking pretty decent when it comes off, doesn't it? Man, that Turam opportunity, if that hadn't deflected off of Skriniar, that could have been in. Thoughts on Varane lately? He's been tough to watch. It's been really difficult to watch him. Who do you think is going to go through this group? Oh my god. Really difficult to say. I think Gladbach will make it through, and then Gladbach. Oh, here we go. Speaking of, ooh, Lozado close. Gladbach's going to make it through, and if I had to bet, who would I say? Probably Real Madrid will just slip through. Who am I rooting for in this one? No one. Maybe slightly for Borussia Monchengladbach, given my history with them. Yeah, Shakhtar and Gladbach will be crazy, man. Imagine if Inter and Real Madrid finish third and fourth. Here's Lotado again. Lotado rolls to Lukaku. Oh. Remember, I said the next thing that would happen would be Lukaku scoring. Close. Yeah, Mohamed Zakaria Ali. It was indeed last season. Gladbach going to Madrid next week. The commentator just said that they're going to the Santiago Bernabeu, but I thought that was still under construction. Are they playing at the Bernabeu again? Or is this commentator just confused? He doesn't want to say that they're playing at the Alfredo Di Stefano Stadium. This game hasn't ended. Miguel, yes, I agree. Gladbach are doing a lot better than they were before. Lozado. Oof. No cross. No cross coming in. Lozado. This is great from Gladbach. Come on, Steve. Don't do me like that. Sam Marshall, thank you for the donation, man. He says, this Lukaku kid is really good. He should sign for Manchester United, he says, excitedly, with an exclamation point. Yeah, that would be he would be a great signing for plenty of teams, I'm sure. United should consider him, though. This Ashley Young fella hasn't done too poorly down that left flank either. United could consider him for maybe some cover for Luke Shaw or Alex Telles. Antonio Conte with the cap, boy. Conte with the cap is just because he doesn't want to get that rain on his wig. Inter is the United B team. Sending Darmian. It'll just get Alexis Sanchez out there as well. Marcus Thuram. Inter give up the ball in their own end. Gladbach. Ooh, is that a penalty? Referee says no. Lars Stindl goes down. Stindl doesn't really appeal too strongly, though. Let's see a replay of that. Now, let's see here. Let's see here. Showing the replay. I don't think that there was anything there. I think that Bastoni just sort of... Ooh, did he get him? Did he get him and not the ball? One more time. One more time. Yeah, I don't think there's anything there. Final viewing. I don't think there's anything there. This hasn't been a very good finish to the first half, has it, for Inter? Or maybe it's just a stronger finish from Gladbach, but Inter need to stay on top of this if they want to have any chance of going through. Otherwise, if they let Gladbach back into this match... Ooh, back post. Oh, there it is. There it is. Playa with the equalizer at the back post. Good ball from, I believe, Lozado. 1-1 now. Marco Rosa and the team. 1-1 here. Good ball. Love that header straight into the ground. Love that. Are you doing a stream tomorrow? Yeah, I believe so. Oh, beautiful. Beautifully worked from Gladbach. Beautifully worked. That means this second half is going to be a heater. Or at least you'd hope so. You would hope so, wouldn't you? Inter have got to fight. Oh my gosh, they could be eliminated if they don't come back. Ay, 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 ay. Halftime now, halftime. All right, boys. Let's do some let's do a little bit of Reddit. A little bit of Reddit. Let's see what's going on r/soccer. Why can't I find it? There we go. Okay. There it is. Oh, I had a nice picture of Vitor Oliveira. Let's see here. Anything interesting? Around 4 o'clock in the morning, Borussia Monchengladbach fans gathered in front of the hotel where Inter squad is staying and began to light up the area with a series of New Year's-style fireworks, which lasted for about 5 minutes uninterrupted. Only 5 minutes? Come on. Come on. Gotta do it for longer. In South America, they'd be out there all night with the fireworks. You know this. You know this. Chelsea are not interested in David Alaba, and David Alaba is not interested in Chelsea, says Sky Germany. Interesting. It's to me, it's crazy to think that someone wouldn't be interested in David Alaba at this point. He's such a good, versatile player. You feel like you could play anywhere across the back line and maybe even in defensive midfield, you know? Chandler Smith, hey, I'm adding you to the ticker, even though it is not showing on the screen currently. It will very soon. He says, I'm here, now get ready. Chandler Smith, thanks for joining us, bro. Number 11, that fills out our starting 11. He's done it. The boy has done it. What else have we got? Reddit gang right here. 5 minutes and no sleep. Wow, very sad, says Ellie Martinez. Very, very sad. I agree. What else have we got on Reddit? Stadio Diego Armando Maradona will be official in time for Napoli's next home game. That's nice. That's nice that Napoli is doing that. That they did go ahead and... I was scared that I doxed myself from that box, but I didn't. It's all good. But yeah, it's nice that they did that and naming that stadium after him, because he did so much for that city. Might do a video on that. Here's an absolute zinger talking about Real Madrid. Zinedine Zidane has lost more games than Steve Bruce this season. That is horrible. That is horrible. Let that sink in. Zinedine Zidane with Real Madrid has lost more matches than Steve Bruce. Granted, Real Madrid plays in Europe, so they have more opportunities to lose matches. But still, wild. Wild. Now it's Barca's turn to rename the Camp Nou to Camp Maradona. Messi, Coutinho, Ter Stegen will rest against Ferencvárosi. That's no surprise there. Why would they? They're through already. Maradona's body is extracted from the ground for another autopsy? Why? Why? To see if there was foul play? Strange. Strange. Algerian international and Milan midfielder Ismail Benasser interview for Goal. In England, for the first 2 months, I stayed in a hotel because I didn't want to go and live with a family I didn't know. In September, Wenger plays me as a left winger, a role I never played. I felt crazy pressure. That was an interesting interview. If you guys didn't read that one, Because Benacer has been incredible at AC Milan, hasn't he? What else have we got here? Oh yeah, there's the Brexit going on. The Brexit ruling and how that's going to affect the Premier League and their acquisition of U18 players and U21 players and stuff like that. Sportface, Juventus striker Alvaro Morata will sit out 2 Serie A fixtures after addressing disrespectful expressions to the referee Pasqua after the Benevento-Juventus match. Yeah, if you guys missed that, he got sent off at the end of the Benevento-Juventus match. Red card after the final whistle. Saptarshi Sengupta, hey, thanks for the donation. I'll add you in there. Number 12, my guy. Number 12. Saptarshi Sengupta. I appreciate you. He said, I watched your analysis of Asia's greatest rivalry, East Bengal versus Mohun Bagan. Felt really emotional as I've had family members who played for East Bengal. This rivalry is a part of our culture. Thank you. Hey, my pleasure, man. It was really, really fun to learn about Asian football in general, Indian football in particular. It's really nice to expand your horizons and learn about other countries that you don't typically see coverage of. For example, doing the roots of the rivalry for Al Ahly versus Zamalek was extremely fun as well, to learn about how football has factored into the Egyptian history and everything. Gareth Bell is one about four. What's going on in the chat? Yo, dude, we follow each other on Twitter. Hey, Adrian, can we do a watch along for Dortmund versus Lazio? Possibly. We'll see what the people say tomorrow. There's some big games tomorrow. Big games. Hertha BSC put up thousands of flags across Berlin last night ahead of this week's Berlin derby. Ooh, how's that looking? Okay. Go Union Berlin. We're all about Union Berlin, aren't we? Max Kruse is doing incredible things for Union Berlin. Unfortunate leak that guy had. Todibo could return to Barcelona after not playing a single minute for Benfica, according to Abola. Oh my gosh. I mean, could we say that he'd be missed? Not really, because Todibo hasn't done anything at Benfica. Anything. Score, please. The score is 1-1. Borussia Monchengladbach versus Inter right now. Currently 1-1. Now they're showing a little, oh, hey, you guys almost saw, I don't want to get copyright, showing that footage from DAZN that I pay for, okay? Miguel, yeah, I feel your pain, man, about Todibo. It's crazy. If he was to leave, it would literally have zero effect on our fan base. Because we haven't seen him play yet, because he's been injured twice since arriving. Steve is screaming in the background. I apologize for that. Bad. Oh, more donations. Chandler Smith. Adrian, I don't follow Portuguese football, but I have seen your Twitter summarize what's wrong with Otamendi. He just sucks. He simply sucks. He is really bad, and he is a double agent that is sabotaging our season. He has been directly involved via errors in far too many goals already. Far too many. Way too many than is, tolerable for any other defender. So it makes me wonder what the hell is going on, why Jorge Jesus is doing that, why he is playing him still. It doesn't make sense. And another one, Baz1. Hey, a fellow Canadian. Thank you, Baz, for the donation. Who is a bigger fraud, Pep or Conte? When it comes to Europe, I would say Conte. That's for sure. Guy struggles in Europe. What else? Ederson. I was worried when Jimenez was injured. By the way, if you guys didn't see, Jimenez had a very, very, very bad clash of heads with David Luiz. Went off injured against Arsenal. Tariq Panja. Reports today the Swiss model is currently new front runner for the 2024 Champions League format because they're going to redesign the format apparently. Reality is that it has been the top option for the past year. It means more games between top teams and greater variety. Each team will have a completely different path. No group stage. It's going to be so bizarre. Stop changing things, man. Everyone just likes the 4-team groups. Just stick to it. But yeah, just to go back to your question, Baz, I would say that Conte is the bigger fraud. I mean, I think Pep's still looking for that Champions League victory without Lionel Messi. And the fact that is it back yet? Is the game back yet? No, it's not. And the fact that he didn't win it with Bayern Munich when he had a good chance, I don't know. Come on, DAZN. Bring this game back. Come on back, boy. Rodrigo saying or Debo, either one, to be honest, just sit Otamendi out for some games. Yeah, it's insane. Any other player would get benched because of that. Adrian, what? I didn't show anything of the match. It showed DAZN, but it didn't show anything. It didn't show the game. It just showed a picture. I'm not showing the game, guys. Don't worry. It's just a picture. Eden Hazard is having a tough time at Real Madrid. We'll support him, says Zinedine Zidane. Isn't it crazy how Eden Hazard is injured again? Oh my God. Darwin Nunez tests negative for COVID-19 and should be available for the match on Thursday against Lech Poznan. Thank God. Oh my God, we need him back so badly. And I'm seeing him being linked to Manchester City already. It's horrible. Please leave us alone, Manchester City. Stop buying our players. Please. At least for now. This game is still not back. Jeez. All right, let's go back to my normal camera here because I don't want you guys freaking out that I'm showing the match. There we go. All happy. Are we all happy here? Call the FBI on Hazard and Otamendi. Yeah. Adrian, remember, we don't talk about Darwin Nunez on here. Yeah, Darwin Nunez is just a guy that I went to school with who finally tested negative for COVID-19. So congrats to Darwin Nunez. Of course, that means nothing to you guys because I'm just talking about a guy who I went to university with, not a football player at all. But I just got the news that he has tested negative for COVID. So shout out to Darwin Nunez, random guy, not a striker for Benfica. And Steven keeps on meowing. Do we just let the guy in? I guess so. Is he going to meow the whole time? Probably. Okay, Steve, come on in. You may enter. Yeah. Are you going to say what's up to the people? Hey, come. Come on. Come say hello. The match is about to begin. Hello. You want to come up? All right, let's go. Oh, the big boy. The big boy is back. Here, some ASMR for you. How's that? The match is back, everyone. The match is back. Yeah, he is huge. Look at him. Look at how big his head is. He's massive. He has a huge head. He's massive. 3 meters long, 1 meter wide. Yeah, seriously, he's absolutely massive. Sammy, how dare you say that about him? How dare you? He is not a fat ass. He is just actually gigantic. And here we go. 45 minutes to see if Inter can continue on in Europe or if they're going to be eliminated. And here they are. Gagliardini going forward. Good little attacking move there. Oh, and he can't get that final ball off. Ooh. Ashley Young. What's going on here with my audio? There we go. Now we can hear. Go give some catnip to our boy, Steven. He's not a big catnip guy. He says no to drugs. Don't you, Steve? Do you say no to drugs? He's not answering. Steve. Steven, do you say no to drugs? Greetings from Germany. Hope for Gladbach, says Hulfin98. A Hamburg supporter, I believe. You have cat fur on your sweater? Yeah, that dude sheds a lot. I have to comb him. I have to lint roll and vacuum all the time. Here's Thuram going forward now. Can they ruin the day for Inter? Playa, ball into the box. No one there. No one there. Oh, what is Oscar Wendt doing? Greetings from Monchengladbach. Shout out Uspliff. What's up, man? Shout out everyone who showed up in the chat. Adrian, how good is Carmo? How good is Carmo? What? Inter trying to play it out the back. They made some mistakes in doing so last time. Still trying to play it out the back. Brozovic, cut out. Again, they're just dawdling on the ball. Oh, close, close. Shout out Paco. Yeah, man. Paco might host the next video, actually. Now, how can Gladbach do in this half? Can they push things forward a little more? Just had my phone on charge for 30 minutes and I didn't turn the plug on, says Zach. Oof. Rough, dude. I do that all the time. Honestly, my worst one is I will plug my phone in to charge and then I'll get a text from someone and I'll go over to grab it and then I'll like unplug it to reply to them and then not plug my phone back in and get back to work. And it just, my phone is dead all the time, I feel like. Adrian speaks German? Yes, and I speak Romanian as well. What's up, buddy? How good is Adel Taarabt for Benfica, and where does he play? He plays in central midfield, deeper than probably you remember him, usually. They try playing him in a more attacking role, but for whatever reason, he doesn't usually get like a good run of matches in that role. But he's happy to play anywhere on the pitch for Benfica. The guy loves Benfica, so I love him. Yeah, he's pretty good for Benfica. I find he has a lot of haters for some reason. There's a lot of people in our fan base that hate Taarabt for who knows what reason. Stindl and Thuram, their combination play has been good to watch. Stindl is so good at bouncing passes. Wide to Lazaro. Good tackle by Ashley Young. Corner kick for Gladbach. Mayank Bande. Hello from India. What's up, man? Make a video on Indian football. I have done one. I don't know if you've seen it already. I did the Kolkata Derby. Sorry. How many languages do you speak? I speak 5? My God. That's a lot of languages, my man. Here we go. Corner kick for Gladbach. Ball into the box. Thuram! Wide! Oh, free header. Free header for Marcus Thuram. Almost said Lillian. Almost said Lillian. Pretty much a free header. He absolutely bullied Bastoni. It's been all Gladbach in this half so far, hasn't it? But that's not to say that Inter aren't in this still, because they love to play on the counter, as we saw against Sassuolo this past weekend. Yes, I've seen that. I want a video on how does the future look for Indian football. I don't know if I'm the best person to ask that. You would need someone who covers Indian football more regularly. And that's not me, unfortunately. I'm so busy with all the European teams and everything. Don't want to spoil your mood, but if Darwin moves in 2 years, you're not spoiling my mood. Don't worry. I fully expect that he will move soon. Would it really be for 150 mil release clause? It depends on what our president wants to do. He let Ruben Dias go for less than his release clause, I believe. And what's the future of Gonzalo Ramos? That's totally dependent on if Jorge Jesus starts playing him a little more often. I thought that was going to happen with Darwin Nunez, being out due to COVID, but this is JJ we're talking about here, so who's to say? I wouldn't be surprised if he ends up going on loan somewhere and then Jorge Mendes gets his hands on him and sends him to Wolves or something like that. Playa wide to Thuram. Oof! Close to an own goal from Stefan de Vrij. Oh my goodness. Gladbach looking good in the attack, aren't they? All right, here we go. Another corner kick for Gladbach. Feels like a goal is coming in this match, doesn't it? And I know that I've just jinxed it, and I apologize to you all. Corner kick. In. Back post. Play. So close. Again. Again, they're coming close. What do you think? Who's going to win? Asks Strahinja Stamenkovic. Strahinja. I would say that if anyone, I would choose Gladbach in this one. We got to get Adrian to 1 mil subs. Oof. Maybe eventually. Maybe eventually. You can help out by dropping a like. I'd love you so much if you dropped a like. I'd also very much appreciate if... Miguel says, pretty sure Mendes already has his dirty hands on Gonzalo. Yeah, but by that I meant that he'll actually step in and do something with those dirty little hands. I would also appreciate you guys if you dropped an M in the chat for our moderators, Zach and Miguel, or Mohammed and Miguel, to go with the whole M theme. Again, doing a fantastic job getting rid of the trash in the chat. Getting rid of the spam in the chat. Lautaro absolutely stomped by Stefan Leiner. And then will not accept his hand up. Oh, he's done. He's done. Oh, yes. Leiner very much got the ball. Very much got the ball. Yes, sir. Good tackle. Is he okay? Is this real? Is Lautaro being real right now? Is he actually hurt? Looks like Ashraf Hakimi is going to come on. Adrian is rewarding us by nuking the chat with spam. GG. That's right. Ulterior motives. Steven also just said thank you to you guys. Right, Steve? Are you smashing M in the chat? He is. You want to say it to the chat's face? Jensen needs to come back. We need an 8, says Miguel Oliveira. From Spurs? Yeah, I agree. Thoughts on Jensen at Spurs? Exactly what Miguel said. Bring him back. If you guys aren't going to play him at Spurs, bring him back. That kid had so much potential. And under Lage, it was wasted. Under Mourinho, it was wasted. Baz won. Thank you for that donation. Could Conte get the sack if they finish 4th in the group? Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. But then again, having said that, this Inter board have really backed him, have really showed a lot of support for him. So, but 4th place after all that investment, I don't know if there's any coming back from that. I don't know, man. Thuram. Oh, Thuram is so good in tight spaces with the ball at his feet. But thank you again, Baz, for that donation. And it's a yellow card for... Is it Brozovic? Hey, Adrian, is the merch for a limited time? The sale is. The sale on the merch is for a limited time. How about Diogo Gonçalves? Shouldn't he play? I'd love to see him play. I would absolutely love that. Steve, come on, buddy. Are you going to meow at me until I actually feed you? You know that dinner is at 5 o'clock, boy. How do you rate Marseille's Nuj Kaletakar out of 10? I barely know the guy. I wish that I could give you a better answer than that, but I barely know the guy. I'm sorry, Suleiman. I'm really sorry. Feel free to retract that donation if you wish. I will not be offended. Ooh, Playa goes for the smash from distance and it's blocked. Hey, Adrian, love the content, man, says Murad. Thank you. I appreciate it. Hakimi is coming on. Hakimi is coming on for Matteo Darmian, that beautiful boy. Liverpool winning 1-0 against Ajax. Ajax have some of the... Someone asked me earlier what I think the nicest kit this season is. Ajax's gray kit is stunning. I love that kit. Thuram driving forward. Goes down. Half an hour left in this match, boys. Half an hour left Inter absolutely need to win this match or it's over for them. They must win. Trippier at Atletico still feels weird. Yeah, it looks weird, doesn't it? Zach. Look at that. Look at this absolute modding display from Zach. Plugging the merch at the RabonaTV.com shop. Brilliant. Brilliant stuff. Please do so. Adrian mistreats us. What? What's with Miguel and this ongoing narrative that I mistreat him? Miguel's so mean to me. Here we go. Hakimi. Let's see how Inter does with a little bit better delivery, perhaps, from Hakimi. But I think one of the big problems was even getting into those areas on the pitch. There's one thing that Marco Rosa had really addressed at halftime is that Inter were getting a lot of space down that right flank, Gladbach's left. And you haven't really seen that in this half, have you? They've been completely snuffed out by Gladbach. Ooh, Lautaro steps around off the post. Oh, so close. Oh, Barella straight into the defender. Oof. Inter, my God, they came close there. What's up with the sound? What do you mean? Are you talking about the cat meowing in the background? I apologize for that. Should I kick him out again? Oof. Here we go. Gladbach going in the other direction now. Kramer. What are you doing, Neuhaus? Yeah, my cat's just saying hello. He's an Inter fan, so he's a bit agitated at the moment. He's a bit nervous. Just ignore him. Right, Steve? Yeah, that's right. I don't know why I say Barella in a Italian accent every time I say his name. I almost say it with the Spanish pronunciation every single time. I see that double L and I just can't help myself. Alexander Machado, good luck finding the match elsewhere. You won't find it here. Lukaku, and he's done it. Lukaku has done it. It's 2-1 Inter. Oh, I mean, he did score eventually. Not when I said he would, but Lukaku did score eventually, and Inter are right back in it. This absolute seesaw of a group. This one's on top, then that one's on top, then this one's at the bottom, and then this one's eliminated, then that one's eliminated. My God, it's all over the place. Wow. Right-footed, arrowed into the corner, as the commentator just said. Great strike from Lukaku. Wow. House of Art. Lukaku. We got some Lukaku fans out there, don't we? Man, what a player. What a player. Not something I would have been saying 2 years ago. I mean, the physicality of him was always insane, but he has the skill and the finishing to boot now at Inter. Inter are back in the lead. They are still not out of the group, says PH Super. That's right. They are not out just yet. Let's see what some live scores look like here. Let's see the live standings, actually, is what I'm interested in. Live standings. Steve, come on, bro. It's not over yet, says Eric Toledo. And you were right, my friend. You are right. So, with this result, it's wide open. It's going down to the final day because it has Gladbach on 8 points, Real and Shakhtar on 7, and Inter on 5. If this result holds. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. In case you guys wanted to see. As you can see here, maybe it's too small. But Gladbach. Huh. But I cannot show the match. Sorry. Tell Steve you say hello. Steve. Steve. Diego says hi. There's your answer. Now you can say, I will. That's right, Miguel. 2-1 Inter. What do you think? Real Madrid goes to Europa or out of the competition or out of Europe completely? I think that they'll probably survive. They'll probably survive, but at the expense of whom? Like I said, it's probably going to be Real Madrid and Gladbach going through. But in order for that to happen, then it just gets so confusing, man. Ugh, I don't know. It's so hard to think of it on the fly. Lukaku, what a goal. What a goal. Lukaku. Can Gladbach do a little bit of a reversal here and rob Inter at the end of this match, as Inter did to them last time they played? Conal Megan, thoughts on Dundalk scoring 11 goals on Sunday? Do we have a chance against Shamrock Rovers in the final? Yes, I know so much about Irish football that I, of course, can say that Dundalk are gonna just walk that final, no problem. Shamrock Rovers, who? They're nothing. Conal Megan, you know that you can tell I know so much about Irish football. Do you see Inter Milan as contenders for the Champions League? I don't. No, I do not. I do not. I mean, you say that now in December, but who knows what could happen with their form over the next month or so. Oh, Cynthia's here. Cynthia, you missed out on Steve, but lucky for you, he's still here. Right? What's up? Cynthia, this is for you. Hi. He's crying because he wants food, because he's a baby. My favorite Irish team is Finn Harp, says Kaz. Ball forward. Handanovic comes flying out. Kramer. Oh, he can't get it to anyone. Now, can Inter go in the opposite direction? Lukaku, he has Lautaro forward. Lautaro one-on-one with Liner now. He cuts inside as he always does. Lautaro, good tackle there by Neuhaus. And then the foul. I remember your CL group stage predictions. Inter tops the table and Real Madrid follows them. Yeah, man. And then Inter just went on to be terrible. Just went on to be terrible. Oh, Hannah, Steven is this channel's mascot. For sure. For sure he is. Can I box your cat? Good luck. He would destroy you, man. Alexis Sanchez is coming on for Lautaro Martinez. Yeah, Steve has a pretty good right hook. His jab is something else. Can't wait to see your reaction video to your group stage predictions. Yeah, I mean, I'm happy to do one. Happy to do one. It's, I mean, the thing that viewers will never admit is that their predictions can be just as wayward. And this season has gone against so much. Who would have thought that Aston Villa would be, you know, fighting for a top spot up there? Who would have thought that after this many matches, Real Sociedad, Villarreal, and Atletico Madrid would be the top three teams in Spain. AC Milan unbeaten in Serie A, a team that's been crap for the last few years. Like it's a crazy season, so predictions are going to be brutal across the park, man. It is going to be brutal for everybody. But that's okay. That is okay. As I said in previous videos, I've completely let go of any ego surrounding predictions. I do not care anymore. I just do them for you guys. Oh, and it's another one for Lukaku. 2-0. Achraf Hakimi squares it to him. Is it offside or not? 3-1. Lukaku again, man. Again. Zach, Sheffield United in 20th last season, Adrian. JK were both guilty of predicting that. Yeah, dude. That's it. And look at Sheffield this season. Now they are in 20th. Now they are playing probably, unfortunately for them, closer to what their level was last season. They just can't score goals this season, though. That's one problem with them. 3-1. Great attacking maneuver. Sanchez playing Hakimi through. Was he offside? I don't think so. And then Hakimi with a beautifully squared ball through the legs and straight to Lukaku. 3-1. Lethal finish from Lukaku. Lautaro would have put that wide, I can guarantee it. Oh, Sommer almost had that, though. That was close. Inter is such a polarizing team, says €1. Yeah, it really is. It's hard to call. But, I mean, hey, they played really well against Sassuolo. And they're playing very well in this match as well on the counter. Ooh. Stefan Liner is going to get a yellow card there. Adrian, will you catch the CONCACAF with Forge tonight? If I can find it. If I can find a stream of it. Is it going to be on CBC? But yeah, I'd watch that while I work on this video and another video that I'll be releasing on Friday. Excited to get it out to you guys. It's about another Wonder Kid. See if you can guess who it's going to be in the chat. Who do you think our next profile will be on? Spain without the S, says Dan Plamadiala. Sanchez. Why? I'm glad that this was actually an entertaining match. You know, last week I feel like the matches, and I say plural because in one live stream we did 2 games, I feel like they were a bit lacking in entertainment. But this one's been good. This one's been good. Mukoko, Fati, Dest, Saka, Mukoko, the Dortmund lad. Give us a hint. Pedri. We got a few guesses. Fatih, Pedri, Trincão. Okay. Someone mentioned it. Oh, here we go. Gladbach in the other direction. Playa now. And he scored as well and off of the post. With 15 minutes left, it is 3-2. What a match we have. Borussia Monchengladbach. This is the team that we want to make it through the knockout stages. Real Madrid, Inter, Shakhtar, whoever it is, don't really care. But we need Borussia Monchengladbach in the knockout round. They are this season's dark horse. 3-2. Is that offside? Ooh, it might be offside. Steve, what do you think? Was it offside or no? He doesn't know. It might have been offside. Was it? Ooh, now this is epic, says Ellie Martinez. What are we saying, referee? What are we saying? Is Cynthia still here? Look who it is. Do you want food? Yeah, he does. He wants food, my big boy. Next video is about Vidal's haircut. Pretty simple. Yes. No, actually, Ali Martinez, the next Roots of the Rivalry is going to be Arturo Vidal's haircut versus Adrian from Rabona TV. That's the next Roots of the Rivalry. I'm really looking forward to covering that matchup. Here we go. Now Inter in the other direction. Sanchez stays on his feet, squares, and it's a no goal. Oh my God, no, it's not. It goes wide. It just jumped behind Ashley Young. This game has got me giddy now. It's got me giddy. Oh, what a play that was from Alexis Sanchez to stay on his feet. That's why you stay on your feet, boys and girls. Stay on your feet and you create chances like that. What breed is Steve? I have no idea. I think that he's a Nebelung. He might have some Maine Coon in him because he is like absolutely massive. Like I'm talking about actual size of the guy. He's a unit. He is a unit. Even my grandma can score that. Hans Wolf is coming on for Borussia Monchengladbach. Adrian, as a Canadian, do you like hockey or do you feel like an outcast as a football fan? As a kid, I definitely felt like an outcast, but I got into hockey so I could fit in. But now I don't care, and I don't care about hockey anymore. I'll watch it and enjoy it because how could you not? This guy's skating really fast. It's really fast paced. The puck moves around. It's very physical, so it's enjoyable to watch. I can watch it with my friends, but I don't follow it at all. Yeah, I think you're right, Cynthia. I think he does have a little bit of Mancoon in him, but I adopted him when he was 3 years old. Poor guy was ditched. Yeah, it's sad, isn't it? Yeah. How could you ditch this guy, man? Someone moved out of their apartment and just left him. Just left him on the street. What a jerk. He's the best. Hannah, my cat is a Maine Coon and Ragdoll, and he's an absolute unit. Yeah, dude. I believe it. Maine Coons are units, man. It's soccer on ice with more fighting, says VLR. Yeah, 5-on-5. Ball in for Inter. Oh, Gagliardini now doing work in that corner. Putting in work. Oh, well won by Wolf. Embolo. Liner. Liner doesn't have anywhere to go. Oof. Ashley Young right through the back of Playa. Is Steven primarily a house cat? Yeah, he is. He's a house cat. Because that's the other thing that... Hang on. He now wants to leave. He doesn't want to be here anymore. Sorry. Steve, you're really ruining my stuff. That's the other thing that was horrible about his story is that the previous owners declawed him front and back. And then when they moved out, they just left him on the street. So if he was to get attacked by anything, he wouldn't stand a chance. Now, Gladbach. They have 10 minutes to make this right in their eyes. 3-2. Down a goal. Lozado. Lozado against his former team, actually. Ball into the box. Playa. Collected by Handanovic. House tour, please. This isn't my house, actually. We're not living in our house currently because we're getting a lot of... we're getting some renovations done. So we are staying at my mother-in-law's house. Hey. Steve is awesome, not gonna lie. Make a Twitter account for him. Zakaria, great to see him back. Hey, Zach? Great to see Zakaria back. What a player he is. Oof, just trampled by Lukaku. Oof. Adrian is in a nursing home. That's right. That's where I live. Wait, you married? Basically. We've been together so long. What a finish that was from Playa. There's been some good goals tonight, hasn't there? Trey Edwards, another donation. Thanks, man. Do you know how Sociedad and Atleti playing so good this season? I hope one of them win La Liga. Well, for Atleti, like I was saying earlier in the stream, it's just that Conte found that missing piece in his plan, which is the ability to score goals, because their defense has never really been a question under Simeone. They consistently have the best or the second best defense in La Liga. And it's just the goals in the last two seasons that have been a really big problem for them. So that's how they're playing so well. Sociedad, they've been building under Imanol, their manager. They have a really good young talent. They have a good academy at that club. Oh, here we go. Gladbach going in the other direction. Liner back to Playa. Strikes. And it's in. Now, was Mbolo offside? Because if he was standing in an offside position, even though he jumped out of the way, it could be called back. But I think that it's 3-3. I think that he might have been in an onside position. So we'll call it 3-3 for now. Wow, what a game. I am so glad that you guys voted for this match. I was a little bit disappointed because I was watching Inter for the second week running. But my God, what a game this has been. Playa, Liner. Now let's watch Mbolo. Was his foot offside? Ooh, this might get called back. This might get called back. And it's going to be super unfortunate if it does because he's, you know, it's a Mo Salah thing where like his toe is offside basically. Oh, this could be a big one. This could be a big one. Let's see. It might get called back, guys. Let's see. Another Inter end of match situation. Yeah, for real, JE. It's so unfortunate if this is called back for that. And this is why I'm saying that the whole threshold thing for offsides needs to be a thing. Because if you're within millimeters of being onside or you're offside by a toenail or something, like what are we doing? Why are we trying? That's like trying to have less goals. It looks like his back foot is just off, maybe. But then the question is he in the view of Handanovic, which not really. He's not really standing in the way of Handanovic. So this is... What? Disallowed. Disallowed. It is 3-2 still. That's a weird one. They should do the Eredivisie offside rule. I think it's fair. Me too. Me too. It's such an unfortunate thing. We're moving in the wrong direction by calling things like that. Why does Antonio Conte get a yellow? Huh. VAR is good, but rules have to be updated. Yeah, I agree with you, Veldrin. I agree with you, Veldrin Gashi. I think that the offside implementation of VAR for offside needs to be changed. It really does. Stuff like that should not be called back. Very, very, very unfortunate. Very lucky for Inter there. Marco Rosa gets a yellow as well. Justin Ware just joined the stream, but I just want to say that was a horrible call. That's offside in a post VAR world right now. Really brutal. 5 minutes on the clock, but you gotta believe that there's gonna be a lot of added time. Riyad Asawi, later man, thanks for joining us today. VAR needs Eredivisie offside. I agree, Hakeem. They really need to change it. You hate to see it. And Ivan Perisic is coming onto the pitch for Ashley Young. He's going to be playing as a left wing back. We need to start a movement. We need to start a conversation, as the meme goes, to address the offside rule when it comes to VAR. Because overall, I am pro VAR, and I can deal with the soft penalties and the penalty stuff. It's the offside. Oh, it did touch him, Bolo. It did touch him, Bolo. You can see it just went off of his knee. But still, he's this far offside. It's like a quarter of the width of his foot, you know? It's horrible. But yeah, I'm overall VAR in, but they need to change the offside. The penalties, whatever. I don't really care. But change the offside. And have a little more clarification on the handball rule. Handball rule and the offside need to be addressed. Later, Ibrahim. Thanks for joining us. Borussia Monchengladbach, says Ellie Martinez. Awesome or random stuff. I like this group. It really feels like a group of death, with the chance of any club to qualify on the last day. Hala Madrid and Forza Milan. What is the Eredivisie offside? I posted it in my video, but it's basically like if the lines are touching, they don't call it type thing. That was a really poor explanation on my part, but they're more lenient with the offside calls. Free kick for Inter. 89th minute. Opinions on Kelleher starting over Adrian. I know nothing about Kelleher, but it says a lot about the trust in Adrian that Klopp has, you know? Or the lack of trust now, I should say. Inter, shaving time off of the clock here. There's got to be at least 4 or 5 minutes added in this one, though. Brozovic, oof, wide. Yeah, Rodrigo just did a better version of my explanation, where the Eredivisie creates 2 5-centimeter lines for both players. If both are touching, then they don't call the offside. Because let's be real, like at that point, is there any advantage? You know, not really. Was there a massive advantage for Mbolo to be standing there? Oh my gosh. Could this be Inter 4? Looked like it was way offside. Was there much of an advantage for Mbolo being, you know, a toenail offside? No. It wouldn't have changed anything whether he was a toenail off or a toenail on. It would have been the same result. Adrian, can you do the PSG United game? Potentially. We'll see. I did Atletico Bayern at the very first match day, and then I ruled it out for this match day simply because, well, partially because we had done Atletico Bayern already, and also because Bayern was already through and it was sort of a nothing match in a sense. Plus, with the team selection that Bayern had, it's not a true Atletico Bayern. So I'm glad that we watched this game because it's really, really paid off. And look at that, 6 minutes of added time. 6 minutes for Gladbach to try and find an equalizer here. Are you doing a watch along for Barca Juve? Maybe, potentially. Ball in, Handanovic collects. We've already done PSG United, by the way. Yeah, that's right. We have. But yeah, that's sort of what I was getting at, Zach, is the reason why I sort of called off the Bayern Atletico, partially because we already did them and partially because it was a nothing match. Lozado. Ooh, that's a good tackle there. Hakimi going forward. Sanchez. Lukaku. Waited maybe a little too long. Yeah, he did. He did indeed. Neuhaus now going forward. Thuram. Playa. Mbolo. Thuram. Mbolo. Waits. Oh, what a tackle by Brozo. What a tackle that was by Brozovic. Sanchez spins Zakaria and gets fouled. No, he doesn't. Oh my gosh, what a sloppy pass that was by, I believe, Marcus Thuram. Jan Sommer, what are Gladbach doing at the back? Risky stuff. Stefan Leiner looks absolutely gassed. 4 minutes. Oh! Death taxes and Stephanie Myers with a donation. You know it's going to happen eventually. Thank you, Stephanie Myers. I appreciate it so much. Are you watching the MLS playoffs? I haven't been watching them that often, no. Or at all, really. I watched Montreal, but that's it. James Padilla, just wanted to support the channel. Also, up the Wolves. Thank you for that donation, James. That means a lot for you showing that support for the channel. Helps me achieve the goal of doing this full time. Prolongs the dream, I should say. So thank you, man. Number 15. We'll go through all the donators after, as always. Is Stephanie your girl? No. But Stephanie does donate every single stream, which is super, super kind. Super kind of them. Ooh, Hans Wolf pulled back by Bastoni. That's surely a yellow card for him. He knew. He had to do it. Had to do it. Will Real qualify, you think? I still think they'll make it. Yeah, that's right, Hannah. That's exactly right. This referee sucks. I think this referee's done a fairly good job. Do I agree with the VAR call? Not really, but I mean, he's doing what he's been told to. Decent ball from Lozado into the box. Ginter with Sommer running forward. There is 1 minute and 15 seconds left in this match. 1 minute and 15 seconds for Gladbach to score, or maybe Inter will go in the other direction and score. And there's a foul from Playa on, is it Barella? First interesting intermatch in ages, says Nadim. Hey, Unicorn. Unicorn 4567 says, Arriba las Chivas. Cheers from California. Dale, dale, rebaño. Oh, oh, oh. Thank you, Unicorn, for that donation. 4567. Added to the list. Embolo, Bastoni hoofs it. Who do you see as the dark horse in UCL this? I would have said Gladbach. I still will say Gladbach. I think they can still make it out. They just have to beat Real Madrid in Madrid. The referee calls it, and Inter have won. They are still alive. It's going to come right down to the last match day. Let us quickly look. And I can show it here. I can show you exactly what I am talking about. Let's quickly look at the live standings here. Last chance to Real Madrid. Do you think Gladbach will qualify? I still think they will. I hope they do. Let's look at the standings quickly before we thank everyone that has donated once again. Standings. VfL Borussia Monchengladbach are still in first. Shakhtar in second on 7 points. Real Madrid in third on 7 points. And FC Internazionale Milano in fourth with 5 points. It's coming down to the last day, isn't it? It really is coming down to the last day. I hear Steven meowing at the door. We'll let him in for this goodbye to everyone. Come on. Oh, I think he got kidnapped by Julia. So forget it. That was a fail. All right. Oh, there he is. Who's allowed in? Steven. We're going to say goodbye to everyone. We're going to thank all the donators. He's going to try and scream and get away because he really, really wants food, and it is about time that he gets fed. Okay, everybody. It's coming down to the last match day, and let's just thank all of our donators here. We have number 1, Trey Edwards. Number 2, Joseph Ramos. Number 3, Mozak. You love him. He's your mod. Number 4, Suleiman. Number 5, Muzai Records. Number 6, Jorge Rodriguez. Number 7, Road to Dawn. Number 8, Samuel Marshall. Number 9, Mr. Darkrai. Number 10, Chris Askew. Chandler Smith is number 11. Number 12 is Saptarshi Sengupta. Number 13 is Baz. Number 14 is Stephanie Myers. 15, James Padilla. And 16, Unicorn 4, 5, 6, 7. Steve, any last words? No. Nothing. All right, guys. I will see you again tomorrow for another watch-along. Maybe Steve will join us. Likely he will, because it's around feeding time. I feed him at 5 o'clock, so it's around feeding time. You know he'll be in here screaming. I love you guys. Thank you so much. We'll see you tomorrow.